That's not just a name, it's an attitude. You guys have been so responsive tonight. I'm going to start off by asking you a few questions. You ever walk halfway up the stairs, realize you forgot something? Instead of going all the way back down the stairs, you think to yourself, I'll just pee the bed. Good, I'm not the only one. You ever send a text message to somebody who's just a couple rooms away and ask them to hand you the remote? You ever fall asleep in a really weird place, like at your kid's soccer game, during a conference call, mid-shit? You ever drop something and realize it's just going to be way too much work to pick it up? So instead you lean down and go, why don't you just crawl back to your mommy? Yeah, I don't babysit much anymore. I don't. So I graduated from college. Thank you. 7 years ago. Nothing significant has happened in my life since then, so I'm still holding on to that. And I majored in English, so naturally, right after college, I went right into retail. I worked at a store called Linens and Things. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's like the Bed Bath & Beyond for the poor housewives of Kentucky. Yeah, I'll take some of them NASCAR sheets, some Boone's Farm scented candles, and you got any koozies that'll fit a 40? And when I first started working there, they had me watch this training video where everyone's just way too excited to be working in retail. And all I could think was, wow, they've got better trucks here than in college. This might not be so bad. Until I got to the scene with Kathy and Sally in the break room. Kathy's looking all distraught, and she goes, Sally, I feel like such a failure. I just can't sell a coffee pot. And I'm thinking to myself, Kathy, you're not a failure because you can't sell a coffee pot. You're a failure because you do sell coffee pots. Time to rethink your life, Kathy. I also worked at REI, Recreational Equipment Incorporated. They call themselves outdoor enthusiasts, but what they really are a bunch of young, rich yuppies who can't throw a baseball. They eat things like wheatgrass, sunflowers, tree bark. I eat things like moose tracks, buck eyeballs, red meat. And people used to ask me all sorts of questions like about rock climbing equipment. Yeah, because this just screams expert in rock climbing. And it'd be like, look, just because I work in customer service doesn't mean I like people. I do work in an office now. We're very technologically advanced. For example, we have those automatic flushing toilets. So I've pretty much forgotten how to flush a toilet at home. And we use the corporate jargon terms, you know, these buzzwords that seem harmless until you figure out what's really being said. Like when your boss comes up to you and says, hey, just wanted to follow up. What your boss is really saying is, hey, caught you on Facebook, pretty sure you're not doing any work. But you can one-up your boss, go to them first and say, oh, I just wanted to circle back. What you're really saying is, oh yeah, I can update my Facebook status and get my work done. It's called multitasking. Speaking of Facebook, does anyone not have a Facebook account? Yeah. So let me ask you a question. How do you stalk people? You know, you really got to hand it to those pre-internet stalkers. I mean, these people should not have been arrested. They should have been awarded. I mean, it really took a lot of determination. They had to get in their cars, hide in bushes, put on pants. Nowadays, you can stalk from the comfort of your own couch. You don't even have to put clothes on. Stalking has become nothing more than a lazy man's hobby. And I should know, I mean, based on what I've set up here, I think you can determine I'm pretty damn lazy. And people ask me all the time, Amy, how is it you got a job in an office with being as lazy as you are? And I tell them I use these corporate jargon terms to my advantage. I don't tell people I'm lazy, I tell them that I'm efficient. Even if that means I may fall asleep on a toilet that I'm probably not going to flush, and more often than not, I'm willing to pee the bed. Listen, I'm Amy Ruud, that's my time. Thank you very much.